I've been starting project panning since the beginning of the year, and so I have some specific products I'm working on right now, and I already did a video of some products I have been working on now, and now I have some other products and I want to share with you what the products are which are now in this project. And here I put in the products which are now in my project pan, and I want to show each of them. Before I show these products, I'm still buying makeup. I haven't completely stopped it because I like to test new products, and not all of these products are old. I'm not project panning them because they're old. I also have some newer products and also products I don't like, but a lot of them I really like. It's not like I don't like them. That's because I want to empty them. It's just that I want to kind of reduce my makeup collection a bit and finally use my products so I can make the most use of them. Let me show the first product which is in my project pan, and this is a product I want to empty now because it is quite old now, and it's this Bia glitter eyeshadow. I bought this eyeshadow a few years ago and I actually really love this. I already use this almost every day, and it's this beautiful glitter eyeshadow. I think it's similar to the Urban Decay Space Cowboy. This is how it looks. It has a slight beige base to it, and other than that it's just glitter, and I actually really love this. Like I mentioned, I use this almost every day, but it doesn't look like I've been using it a lot, but I do. It looks a bit weird because it was very soft and it broke, so I had to press it again with alcohol, and since then the formula also kind of changed, and this looks so beautiful on the eyes. I also use this as highlighter, but since Bia doesn't look like this anymore, they also changed their logo. This one is the old logo, and it has, obviously it is expired. It says it's expired in 2022, but even if my products are expired, I still use them. I know you shouldn't, but I do it. I never throw out any product. I try to use up every product I have. I only just do it when it's obviously not good anymore, when you're definitely not supposed to use it. For example, when there's mold in it, then obviously I'm going to throw it away. But other than that, I always try to use every product, and if it's not working, I try to use it otherwise and try to make it work. And before I would actually throw away a product, I would give this to my mom or to one of my sisters so it won't go to waste. So that is just something I do. I really love it. Even though it's expired, it looks absolutely beautiful on the eyes. I also use it as a highlighter, but not for the whole area of my cheeks. Only like when I move my face in front of the mirror and I see this small area here, I just dab it on a little bit. And this gives actually such a beautiful effect, even though it's just glittery, and this would be a no-go for some people. This actually looks very nice. Now for the next product, which is also a Korean product like the eyeshadow before. It's this Parnell Secure Menu Serum Foundation, and this is also a product I really love. It's not like the best looking, but it looks quite nice on me, and it's also not very high coverage, and honestly I tend to like medium coverage products a lot more. So yeah, and because I really like it, I want to use it up before it gets dry or the formula changes. And I noticed that happened a lot with cushion foundations. They always tend to dry out on me. I've been switching the sponge already, so it won't take a lot of time to empty it. And because right now I own quite a lot of foundations, I want to start emptying some of them, and I start with my cushion foundations because one, they run out on me quite fast honestly, and two, they dry out. So I've been focusing on cushion foundations first before I start to use up other foundations that are in a packaging where you only pump it and the actual product is not exposed to air like it is with cushion foundations. And so yeah, I don't think it will take a lot of time for this to be empty. I think it will happen quite soon. And so the next product is this contour stick. It's the Flortte contour stick in 04 Deep, and I don't know if any of you knows this brand, but I really like this brand. They have so many good products. I own quite a few of them, and so far I have been really loving them. But I don't think this product like this is available right now. I don't know if they reformulated this and changed the packaging, but I don't think like this you can get it right now. I'm not sure, but I haven't found it like this when I looked it up online, and it is probably expired, but it's a contour stick and I don't really use a lot of contour. I quite recently just began to contour my cheekbones because I quite have prominent cheekbones already, so I have only been using cream contour, especially this for my nose, and now I use it for my cheekbones as well as jawline. And because I only use it for my nose, that's why it took so long to even see a difference in this product, because as you can see, it's rolled back completely, but it's like this, so as you can see there's still so much product. So that's why I want to work on it and maybe try to empty it because it's expired, but it's very good, it's very creamy. I bought it because it's very cool toned, but it's just quite old now. It's time to use it up. I know I won't be emptying it this year, but I hope I will make some progress on it. And now for the next product, which is also again a Korean product, and it is the Misha Cotton Contour in Smoked Hazel. And as you can see, I already hit pan on it. It's broken, obviously. It's quite old now because I have been buying it a few years ago. It's also expired. It says on the label it expired in 2025. So it's not expired a very long time ago, but it is. But like I mentioned, I don't really care about this. And seeing that I have hit pan on this, also quite a huge pan, gives me a good feeling because this product is very good. I have been using this for contour, obviously, mostly for my nose, but also I use it as eyeshadow. It is a cool tone contour, a very cool tone contour. That's why I love it, but it's not very, as you can see, it's not very pigmented, so it's quite pale and you really have to build it up. But I bought this when I started to contour my face, especially when I started to contour my nose, and I had to practice first, and I could really practice with it because it's less pigmented. It won't look so bad. It won't be so noticeable if you mess up. That's why I think it's also a very good beginner-friendly product. So very good if you want to contour but you are a beginner. Since it's broken and has been quite old now, I want to use it up completely. I have already made good progress on this. Also, this product is in my everyday routine, so I hope I can empty it because honestly I think I will just repurchase it to have a new and fresh one. But yeah, I still want to use it up. That's why I took it in my project pan. So the next product is actually a product I don't really like. I don't really like it that much. It's an eyeshadow palette. It's this She Glam eyeshadow palette. It's the Just Blush 9 Pan eyeshadow palette. I don't really hate it, but I don't really like it. So it's not old or expired or anything. I also bought it last year, I think. So it's quite new. As you can see, I have not been using it a lot, and the issue with this product is the colors, the shades are beautiful, but it's nowhere near the photos when I bought it. This was supposed to be a very neutral palette, and it looks neutral right now, but it's kind of more warm toned than it looked in the picture. It's still neutral, but it tends to be a little bit warm toned, especially when I apply it on me. It pulls warm, and I don't really like that. As well as these shades are not very pigmented, and I have other She Glam eyeshadow palettes and their eyeshadows are quite pigmented. They don't really show up on my eyelids, just like this, and it's not enough for me. And also, as you can see, it's very warm right now. Even though the shade looked like this, it was this shade. All the colors are quite similar, so... And also the glitter shades are not very good on the camera. Because of the lighting, it looks good in my opinion right now, but it's not like this. On the swatches, they look different, but I noticed that products can look different when you swatch it on your hand, and then when you apply them on your eyelids, they can perform completely different. So I wouldn't always say a product is good when the hand swatch is good. Yeah, they can be completely different on your eyelids compared to your hand. And I also noticed later on that this eyeshadow palette was an older release, and that's maybe why it's like this. I obviously don't want to throw it away. I want to use it up. Maybe I use it just for base colors or blending colors. Maybe hit a pan or two. I don't think it's hard because these colors are not very pigmented, so you have to use more product. But yeah, that's for the She Glam palette. And the next product is this Too Faced product. It is this blush and highlighter duo. And in my last Project Pan video, I showed the eyeshadow palette of this, which I also have been working on. And because I have been using these products almost every day, these are in my everyday makeup routine. I love the colors here very much. It's not like I necessarily want this product to be empty and done. Just again, I want to make the most use of it. Seeing a pan like this here gives you a good feeling because you know you have been using this product. Panning a product must mean something. You just don't pan any product, and especially you don't really pan a product you don't really love, unless it's like entirely because you want to empty it and you want it out of your collection. But usually you don't always pan a product you don't really like. At least it's for me. Now I don't know why I have a pan in the highlighter but not in the blush, because usually you use blush more than highlighter, or at least I do, because the area I use blush is much larger than the area I use highlighter. That's why I don't know why I hit a pan on the highlighter, but I love both. I love this blush. Such a beautiful pink blush. I have this on and I always use this blush. I use it very often. I use it almost every day. That's why I also don't know why I haven't hit a pan on this. And it also looks like I haven't been using it because the dent isn't very deep. But I tell you, I use this very often. I at least use this blush 3 times a week. Maybe it's because it's quite pigmented. I love the highlighter and I love the blush. This is the blush. It's so beautiful. And the highlighter, I absolutely love this highlighter. It's one of my favorite highlighters. It does contain some glittery particles, but this is exactly what I like. I know a lot of people don't like glittery highlighters, but I love them. So yeah, that's why it's in my project pan. The next product is as well a Korean product, but it's the last Korean product I have, and it's this eyeshadow primer. I don't know whether or not this is available anymore. I don't think it is. It's the Code Glow Color Fix On Eye Primer. I bought this few years ago, but I don't always use an eyeshadow primer every day because just concealer works for me as well. But it was a good eyeshadow primer. It doesn't smell bad or anything. It is obviously expired, but I want to use it up so it can leave my collection. Yeah, it's not available anymore. If I would be really loving it, I couldn't repurchase it anyway. Maybe they reformulated this and have a new one, but I don't know. I haven't looked it up online. And yeah, I just want to empty it. I hope I can do it anytime soon. The next product is a product, again, I don't really like. And it's also a She Glam product. It's this She Glam Complexion Boost Concealer. It's this concealer with the cushion on it. And first, it's not really my shade. Not like the shade. The shade is alright for my under eyes, but the undertone isn't correct. Do you know what I mean when I say the shade is correct but the undertone is not? I have this with a lot of complexion products, especially concealer and also foundation. Maybe it's because I have an olive undertone. I have never the right shade match because it's so hard for an olive undertone to find the right foundation. Most of them don't have an olive undertone in it. Most of them are yellow, they pull orange on me, or they are more pink, which also won't look good on me. So it's the same with this product. It's too yellow for me and it also pulls a bit orange after a few minutes. And also the formula isn't very nice. It kind of looks cakey on me sometimes. Maybe because it's a high coverage product. That's why I don't often buy high coverage concealers, because they always look, or not always, but they often look cakey on me. I don't want to throw it away because it's not old, but I just want to use it up. And whenever I have a concealer shade which is too dark for me, I use it for color correction before my foundation. This works very well. I'm going to do it with this product and hopefully I can empty it so it can leave my collection. And so the last products are only lip products. The next product is a product I really love, and it's this Max Factor lip butter. This is sadly not available anymore. It got discontinued, and when it got discontinued and leaving the shelves of the drugstore, I bought it just because it was on sale, and when I started to use it I fell in love with it. I got the shade 114 Autumn Apricot and I have it on my lips today. It's the perfect shade for me. It looks like this. It's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful mauvey pink shade and I love it so much because this exact shade, I think this shade suits me very well, especially with my skin tone and everything, and I have been using it a lot. and I'm so sad that it got discontinued because this product is also so good. It is a creamy lipstick and the name says lip butter, and it is literally like butter. It's so creamy and it glides on so buttery on your lips. It's also quite long lasting and my lips don't feel dry after using it, and I always gravitate to this product. It makes me so sad that I cannot repurchase this. If it was available I would, and I don't always repurchase any product. There's nothing negative I can say about this product. I would just rate this a 10 out of 10, and it also still smells very nice. And also I bought this 2 or 3 years ago, and it says on the label that you can use it for 30 months. I don't know, I have never seen a lip product that you can use for 30 months. So I have this for such a long time. It's not even expired exactly. I hope they get this back, and I hope if they do, they have the same formulations. But yeah, I put this in my project pan now because there is not much in here anymore anyway, and I also cannot repurchase it anymore, so I'm just going to use it up and then move on from this product. But yeah, it's just one of my favorites and it's just so perfect. Okay, let's get to the last products, and I have 2 lip glosses. These are both by Flortte. This one is the Dewy Lip Glaze and this one is the Pretty by Flortte Stay True Lip Gloss, and this was like a sub-brand of them, and it's also not available anymore. But this one is still available, and I have this for quite some time. I want to empty it because it's a little old now, and I have another one. I have the same shade, so I just want to empty it because I have a new one anyway. I love these shades so much. And there's also quite a lot of product in it. Here is 6.5 ml, and this is normal 4.5 ml, but I use this very often, but it's still not empty. I have still so much left. This is a bit fuller. I get a lot of product out of this. Yeah, but since this is not available anymore, I want to empty it and move on so it can leave my collection. And this, I want to work on this because, like I mentioned, I have a new one anyway. So yeah, that's why it joined my project pan as well. And so that's for the video. That was my project pan products part 2. I already did a part 1. If you're interested, you can watch it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe to my channel. That way you can support me, and also kindly leave a comment so I know you watched the video. And I hope I'm going to see you in my next video.